Instance I Breed Pie. So this is new. This isn't something I normally do. You might have noticed that this is not watercolor, and also it's not Friday. So I've been kind of wanting to figure out how to do digital art for a while. So I wanted to try to do a character I like and kind of use her to try to figure out how to do digital. I literally have no idea what I'm doing in this, so that's a joy. So if you normally do digital art, and I'm doing something and you're like, there's a much easier way to do that, let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I couldn't even figure out how to use the brush I downloaded. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. I'm planning to make a series of this over the summer, kind of a Bree does digital, but like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So it'll be a lot of trial and error as I figure out how to do digital and the best way to do it. But I really want to get better at digital, and I think this is a good way to do it. So I'll probably put up like a poll on Patreon to see what people want me to do next. So if you're a patron, or you're thinking about maybe becoming a patron, and you want to support me, that's a good way to get a say in what I make for this series, which I'm not really sure what I'm going to call it. I might maybe call it something like DigiDoodles, DigiDoodles, I think that sounds cute. That's cute. I'll have a name by the time this goes up, obviously. So if you're wondering why I'm doing Mercy, and at the end she'll have a little silly saying, I was actually trying to make a shirt for myself, but I think maybe it might be a little too complex for a shirt, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing about that. But what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be making this a Patreon gift, and try to maybe do a few more of these over the next few months for summer, and have them available for patrons. So if you see ones you like, or you really like this Mercy one, Patreon is the way to be able to get them, because they're not going to be available as prints at shows and things. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do vlogs recently. I might use these to try and kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on with me in art school. And I have a couple of stories that I'm probably going to tell during this one, but I wanted to mention something that happened while I was rehearsing this. So I was rehearsing myself recording this video, and I accidentally live streamed it. So a couple of people got to see a sneak peek of this video, and also how I make videos. And they got to see my script, which they commented on the fact that I scripted my ums. And I just wanted to clarify, actually I don't script my ums, I write things, and sometimes when I write when I'm trying to figure out what I want to say, just as like a filler thing. I didn't actually script this part, because I just wanted to tell you guys that. So back to the story. So I was helping a friend move a sculpture, and she had a sculpture in the gallery at our school, and I was gonna help her move it. It was a really big sculpture. It was actually a piano that she had taken apart and turned into a sculpture. And I'm fairly tiny. I'm a tiny little girl. And I don't know why I was like the only one there, and she's fairly tiny too, so we had a couple other friends helping us, who are a little bit taller than us, and we start moving it. The heavy inside parts are gone, so it's just like the outer husk of the sculpture, and so we kind of start moving it, and we get it out of the building and to the dumpster, and everything's going fine. We get it to the dumpster, the piano is mostly staying intact, and like, everything is going fine, and then we get it to the dumpster, and then it falls over as everyone lets go, because we like, oh, it'll probably stay up. It stood up when we had it earlier, but we didn't realize it had fallen apart a little bit. So it fell, and it hit me, and so I got squished by a piano. So I thought I was fine. It hit me in the back and my arm, and it threw me into the dumpster, not inside the dumpster, but against the dumpster, and hit my hip. So I had like a big bruise on my hip and my back, and I hurt my elbow. And I thought I was fine. I was in shock a little bit, because I hadn't expected to get hit by a piano today. And my friend was like freaking out. She's like, oh no, what happened? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I thought I was fine, because like my arm didn't hurt that much. So I went to go eat lunch, because it was around lunchtime. and all is well. And then I realized, you know what, my arm actually really hurts. So I post on Facebook, oh, I had a piano fall on me, and my mom freaked out. She called me and was like, excuse me, what? And so I explained, and I was like, you need to go to the hospital because you might have broken your arm. And I was like, oh no. And so my dad comes and takes me to the hospital, and we wait for like 3 hours, and finally we get to into the hospital. And I was really upset because it was the day that the Overwatch comic came out, and I really wanted to read it, and I couldn't because we were in the hospital. But so all was well. They x-rayed me. I was not broken. Everything was fine, but I now have an interesting story about a piano falling on me. So yeah, that was the thing that happened. So just be aware that, watch for falling pianos if you go to art school. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. But so this is my Mercy. She's done in digital. I did lose the last half of the painting video, so I don't have me doing the shading on her. But I hope you like it. She'll pop up with how she actually ended up turning out. But so if you guys have any questions about like me, how I do my art, things like that, feel free to like leave those in the comments, and I'll try to answer them in the next video that I do. And like, again, if you have any tips for like how to do digital, because I have no idea what I'm doing, leave those too, because that'd be really helpful. Like you might have noticed that I had no idea how to use the gradient tool during this video, and I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, so here's the Mercy. She will be available to patrons on Patreon who donate $1 or more a month. So if you like my work, or you like this piece, or any of the pieces I do in the future, please consider supporting me on Patreon, or buying some of my stuff online. I have a lot of things on my online store too. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will try to get another one of these out after I finish my finals. So yeah, leave any questions you have, or any tips, and have a fantastic day. Bye!